This exam application tutorial is on the topic of metal properties. The question for 6 marks: describe how alloys of gold, iron and nitinol can be more useful than pure metals. So what this is asking you to do is, firstly, you have to explain what an alloy is, then describe how gold and iron become alloys and describe how their properties change. Then link their new properties to their use, so how can they be more useful, and then describe the uses of the smart alloy nitinol, including a description of its special properties. So firstly, what is an alloy? An alloy is a mixture of metals, sometimes including the addition of carbon. You don't have to write that, but it is true, and carbon isn't a metal. For example, gold can be mixed with copper, nickel and zinc, and this makes it more useful because it becomes corrosion resistant and harder, because pure gold is very soft and useless as jewellery. So now let's link it to its use. So now it's useful or ideal for making jewellery. Now we can mix iron with carbon. So iron can be mixed with carbon, which upsets the regular arrangement of atoms. So if this was pure iron, and you can see the problem with this, basically the atoms are arranged in regular layers, can easily slide over each other. And this makes iron brittle and easy to break. So by mixing it with carbon, we upset the regular arrangement of atoms to make it stronger. Alloys of iron and carbon can be used to make car chassis, for example. And by mixing iron with chromium and nickel, another alloy, we can make stainless steel so it doesn't rust. Ideal for making kitchen sink taps. Next, nitinol is a smart alloy made from titanium and nickel. And the thing about nitinol is it remembers its original shape and returns to it when heated, as you can see here. So it's been twisted out of shape and it's returning to its original shape because of hot water. And for this reason, we can use it to make frames for glasses, so if they're squashed or crushed, they can return to their original shape when heated, or stents for surgery. Those wire cylindrical meshes that are inserted into blood vessels and then expand due to body heat and push plaques and cholesterol plaques out the way so blood pressure becomes low again. Now there's lots of marking points here and you don't have to include every single one. I've included everything I can think of to give you the best answer possible. But you must talk a little bit about gold, a little bit about iron and a little bit about nitinol. I would say it's very important to define what an alloy is. I would say it's not critical to remember the metals that are mixed with the various pure metals, but it is important to understand how their properties change and how they can be used. So for example, you could say alloys of gold can become corrosion resistant and harder, which makes it good for jewellery. So if you want to sacrifice a few sentences here and still get full marks, I would get rid of the ones where I'm detailing what they're actually mixed with to make the alloy.